Okay, so in this video I'm working on the roof, and I'm doing the roof in two pieces, the corner and then the sides here, but also there's a crown molding that goes along the edges of the roof here. So getting started, again, I'll bring a plane in. I'll immediately move it to the panels collection, so M and then panels. The width of it should be the same as the width of just a window right here. I make sure that the width is lined up. I'm in the wireframe mode so I can see where they kind of end. Then it's essentially time to just make everything. So the crown molding, everything comes out, then goes up. So it comes out, then goes up. And I'm just eyeballing these. It then comes out again. And then goes up. So that's right here. Then comes out again and then goes up. But comes out a little bit. Goes up. Actually I'll do this as well. This crease. Goes up. Then probably from the bird's eye view here, you can see that there's like a gutter. I will actually skip it. I'll just go immediately to the roof. So to this piece right here. I'll look from the side and I'll just bring it out where I think about it is. So I pressed E to extrude it out. This is just, I'm just eyeballing it. I'm just guessing how it looks. Now to get more of a sense of really what this looks like, I will just add a modifier, the array modifier. So I can really kind of see what's happening. Okay, and I think this is pretty okay, kind of. So that's good for the panels there. Now for the corner piece is going to be more difficult, and some thinking is required. So I'll just walk you through my thought process. Corner pretty much starts and goes this way. If I draw a line straight down, it's essentially corner piece from the very edge. So from our corner piece, 1, 2, 3 windows, 3 full windows. So that's what I have here. I have my corner piece, 1, 2, 3 windows. That's where my corner piece should end. So if I actually duplicate this, what I have here, I'll bring it in like this. So it's lined up with the corner piece. And I'm going to change this number so that it covers up until here. I'm not going to change it to 3. It doesn't cover the third window. I'm not going to change it to 4 because it doesn't cover the third window. I'm going to change it to 5 so it overshoots the third window, right? It should end right here. Then what I'm going to do is drop down menu, apply. In edit mode, I'm going to hit A, select M, and merge by distance because I had some overlapping vertices. And then I'm going to select this entire loop cut by holding Alt left clicking, and I'm going to dissolve edges. Same thing this one. Dissolve edges, dissolve edges, dissolve edges. And now from the front view, I will take this entire loop and I will line it up with there, right? Because that's where I want it to end. So that's there. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to duplicate it, Shift D, but I right click, so it's just on top of each other. I will rotate this by 90 degrees, or negative 90 degrees, and I'll move it to this corner piece. And now this might be very hard to line up. Yeah, for me it's not really going. So I'll go into edit mode, I press tab. I select this corner, because that is the corner I want it to be here, so I select it. So it's in white. Then I press A, so that corner is still white. Now I press G, might be easier, but it's still not going where I want. I want this white corner to go right here. So what I like to do is I will press G, X, move it way out, and now if I press G, X, it will come in like that. Okay, so now to get rid of all this butterflying, all you have to do is just change your snap mode here to edge. Select the top edge here. Press G, Y, and then hover your mouse over this edge right here and it will snap it to that edge. Then I grab this one, snap it, so G, Y. I grab this one, G, Y. This one, G, Y. and you're just spamming GUIs. Just make sure you snap it like the correct place. Okay, then select the other object. This is GX and snap. GX, move your mouse. Okay, so there's my corner piece. Now I can join these together. Control J, press A in edit mode, and merge by distance. And that should remove those overlapping vertices. So now I'll just rename this to corner. So I have a corner piece and I have my non-corner pieces. I'm going to just bring them back because these are just my panel pieces. I will get rid of the array modifier here. But if I now want to actually build my building, I duplicate them over. I move them into my buildings panel by hitting M, buildings, and then I just move them in place however I want. We can add a modifier here to bring it to the other side. We can duplicate this one. We can mirror it. The way you can mirror without using a modifier, because this one needs to be mirrored back and forth, Control M, left click, and then down here you get a button which way you want to mirror it. So that's it for this video. You will keep it going. You'll have to create all the repetitive pieces. Sometimes you'll have to create the pieces that are unique. And I suggest that these holes that will be at the top, because sometimes your model will have holes, or for example down here, because the ground comes into effect, leave those for last. If you really want the ground to kind of, for you to have something there, what you can do is you can just add a plane, make it very large, and then when you go to edit mode, you right click and you subdivide, and you increase the number. Let's just say, I don't know, depends on your needs. I guess 100 is the maximum you can go, but then you can right click and subdivide again. I would subdivide it just this small. In sculpting, you can sculpt more of the details of how the ground actually looks. So you don't sculpt the sidewalks, just pretty much sculpt the grass if you really want. I wouldn't go with that extreme, but it is up to you. So yeah, that's it. Good luck.